Los Angeles was a city living on borrowed time. Months of drought had created a fragile balance, one that couldn't last forever. Then, the winds came. The Santa Ana winds, infamous for their dry, scorching gusts, swept through Southern California. Forecasters warned that the fire conditions were about as bad as it gets. This week, the inevitable happened. Los Angeles burned. The devastation has been unimaginable. Entire neighborhoods reduced to ash, over 10 lives lost, and thousands of residents, now climate refugees, left with nothing but the clothes on their backs. Humidity levels dropped below 10%. That's drier than firewood, drier than a matchstick, explains John Vaillant, award-winning author and climate expert. Combine that with no rainfall for 8 months, and you've got the perfect recipe for disaster. It's like we've been living on a powder keg, and this week, it finally exploded. But why has it come to this? Experts point to human-driven climate change as the main culprit. Rising global temperatures have intensified drought conditions and created an environment where wildfires thrive. Southern California has long been no stranger to wildfires. But what's happening now is different. The scale, frequency, and intensity of these fires are increasing. They're not just wildfires anymore, they're climate fires. The aftermath is harrowing. Families displaced, their lives turned upside down. Thousands of people are now facing an uncertain future, forced to become climate refugees in their own city. Communities are coming together to support one another, but the question remains, how many more times can we go through this? How many more fires before we take real action to address the climate crisis? As Los Angeles starts to rebuild, this serves as yet another wake-up call. We must face the reality of our changing climate and act before it's too late. The stories of those who've survived and the heroes who fought the flames will inspire us. But we can't forget the root cause of this tragedy. Together, we can push for change, for policies that prioritize our planet's health, and for a future where cities like Los Angeles don't have to endure disasters like this.